This one's going to be a little bit different. This is the first episode of the Crossbow season. The Pennsylvania Crossbow season begins right now. The 37, or in this case 38 days of awesome, begins right now on Death by Bungee. This season's starting out a little bit different. First of all, I'm getting over a cold. I did a live stream last night where I mentioned that, where I talked about it on the live stream and explained how this year my plan is not to start the opening morning. I'm holding off just a little bit. I hate doing that because, man, you wait all year for this. You can't wait to get in the woods, the Pennsylvania woods, Penn's Woods, on the opening day of the Crossbow season, that 37, or in this case 38 days of awesome, because they've sort of staggered it into the last week there to get a little bit more of the rut included in that archery season. So it's changed up a little bit this year, and it's a little different for me because I'm already starting the season with 4 deer in the freezer. I don't have the pressure that I normally would have this time of year to get a doe down and start filling up the freezer. That's really not an issue now. More deer is always better than less deer. I'm happy to shoot another doe, but I really want to focus on bucks as the season progresses. So I'm not going to rush out first thing, and plus I just found out that my neighbor lost some cows and has been walking through the woods looking for cows. So the morning was kind of shot anyway, but hopefully it will clear up enough. Hopefully the damage will be done and over with by the time that I head out for the afternoon hunt. All right, check this out. We'll give this a try down here. This is the Ozonics crate. You guys have seen this before, the Scent Crusher crate or tote. It is set up now, plugged in. Finally had to find an extension cord to do it. This is the Ozonics generator that helps you clean some of your little doohickeys. There's a little thing on the front here, the control panels on the front. All goes together real easy, and it's got a little hose that you set on top of your goodies once you get them all situated inside the tote. I'm going to run a 30-minute cycle on it to clean this stuff up. These are the backpacks. You might remember this from a previous video. I got it for 10 bucks at Walmart, and then I bought this one for like 20 bucks, but this is a great little camera bag. They've been washed and scent free, but I'm going to put them in here so that they are up to snuff and nice and clean, as long as I'm putting stuff in here. But today is the first day of the Pennsylvania Crossbow season. And the other thing I'm going to be doing this day, which is new to Death by Bungee, is hunting from the ground. So to do that, I'll be carrying this little bucket with me. Genevieve and I always joke, who carries a bucket? Well, I do. I'm going to sit on it, for one thing, but inside it is my ghillie suit. Now, that ghillie suit isn't the kind of thing that you can run through right off there. It's not the kind of thing you can run through a washing machine, so you can't scent-free wash it. But this Ozonics tote here is perfect for this. This ghillie suit, when I sort it all out, sit in it, it looks great this time of year, and I'm real excited to hunt with it. Now that I got 4 does already in the freezer, that freezer right there, I actually have the chance to experiment with some of this other fun stuff. So I'm kind of excited about this. So I put the ghillie suit in there. Now you don't want to put plastic and rubber things in there because it can wear them out. So I'm going to have to, I'll wipe this down like a scent-free wipe or something. But the bucket, take that out of there. It has this little bag that goes over the outside of the bucket. Real handy. It's got pockets. Make sure nothing in the pockets. Go through it like that. Make sure it's empty and clean and all that. But I'm just going to throw that in there as well. And that way it will run an ozone cycle on the outside of that bucket. And then when I put the stuff back in the bucket, it will be as clean as it can be for this hunting outing. So I'm going to put the lid on it. This thing's really easy to operate. I'm just going to put the lid on it like that, snap it shut. It's ready to go. The hose is now on top of all of the contents. We're going to turn it on, run the 30-minute cycle, and it's now generating ozone. It's now circulating ozone through this tote, through all of that gear. It's going to load it right up with ozone. And it will basically get rid of the odors. So they've been sitting around the house here. They won't have the household odors. It'll be restricted to just the odor of the material, maybe a little scent of ozone or something like that, which will not discourage deer in the least. And it should be good to hunt. Well, it's not going as well as I had hoped. I don't know if you can see it down there, but there is a doe feeding in the clover already. It's about 3 o'clock. I'm getting ready to go down for the last 4 hours of the opening day of the Pennsylvania Crossbow season, and there's already a deer in the field right below the house. That's where I was going to hunt, right over here, over on this side. down in the corner. Still going down there. I think the plan is to go straight at her, kick her out of the field, go get set up, and maybe she'll come back and bring some friends. Who knows? I'm all set up. I'm down below the buck field. Buck field right here. All this in front of me is the buck field. I have it all to myself, of course, right now, till the deer come in, that is. There's a little bit of clover left in this field. Shouldn't be a bad spot. I checked that little camera right there, and the camera does show that there were some deer in this clover. The clover looks healthy. It's a little muddy down on this end, a little swampy down on this end with all the rain that we've had, but it's good up in there, and we should be able to get some deer to go through here, I think, if the conditions are good. The pressure's off a little bit. I don't have to get a deer. I can experiment a little bit, because I already have 4 deer from Maryland. But we're going to test this out with that ozonics machine. We're going to see what that does for them. Did all my scent-free. My clothes are washed in scent-free laundry detergent. Took a shower, scent-free body wash, the whole bit. So I should be good. But this is like the ultimate test. Hunting from the ground. We'll see if deer come out and how they react. One other thing about that ozonics machine, and that is it does have a hum to it. In a perfectly quiet scenario, it probably would alert deer. But with a little bit of a breeze, plus that compressor station in the background droning away over there, they aren't going to hear that thing. I'm confident about that, even if it's on the ground. Like, they'd have to be right here where I am. I don't think that'll bother them. But the smell, we're going to see if this thing helps combat the smell. Wish me luck. I saw fawns up in front of me that ran across in front of me, and I thought, are they spooked by me? Like, I'm already set up? They smelling me, they hearing me, or seeing me, or they figure out I'm here or what? Didn't get any shots or anything, of course. So I walk out at the end of the night, and I'm walking up across the yard, and I turn around to take in the sunset and appreciate the sunset behind me. And as I'm turning around, there was a cow standing in the yard right behind me, and I didn't even see it coming out. It followed me up out of the field. Apparently it had been down in here. It was those cows, neighbors' cows, are down in here milling around in here, spooking the deer. Deer weren't accustomed to that, and they didn't like it. So at least it wasn't me. Boy, those cows, they were a little too close for comfort. I'm not a cow guy, not a farmer.